You are now watching The Lone Blown. Blown! Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? We're back here at The Lone Blown. What's up? And today we're going to be covering over a deck called Mad Party. So if you've been playing Pokemon TCG for a minute, you'd realize that there's other concepts like this that have exists. We've seen Lost March, Night March, and now we're kind of at Mad Party. So Mad Party is the attack name for all these different Pokemon. We got Bunnelby DAA, we have Polteageist, and we have Galarian Mr. Rime. And they all share the same Mad Party attack. And you can do 20 damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile that has the Mad Party attack. Now, that can add up really quick. You doing some quick math, 100, not 100, there's 16 Pokemon, not 100 Pokemon. There's 16 Pokemon in the deck, so that means that we could do 16 times 2, 32, 320 damage. Now that's if you had all of them in your discard pile, which means that we have a limit of doing 300 damage, just under enough to knock out a VMAX Pokemon. But we do have enough where we can knock out two-shot most VMAX, tag teams, etc., etc. There are some Pokemon like Galarian Mr. Rime and Dedenne that have no way to attack, no way to evolve, so we're mainly focusing on Bunnelby and Polteageist to use Mad Party. That's why we have 2 copies of Triple Acceleration and 4 copies of Twin Energies, so we can get those 2 energy attack costs right away. We also have some support Pokemon such as Dedenne and Crobat to draw some extra cards. We have Duskull to discard some cards from our hands. We don't play an evolution for this, but we still are allowed to search through our deck. Mew is in here mainly because Pikarom is kind of popping up everywhere, so I think Mew is an important part of this deck. And Polteageist, we should note that T-Break can draw us some cards by discarding a Mad Party Pokemon. Other cards in our deck, such as Evolution Incense, Great Ball, and Quick Ball, allow us to search out our Pokemon. Rose Tower makes this deck a little bit more consistent. We could bring up whatever we want with Boss. We have Marnie here as well. I just wanted to have a couple copies just in case our hand size got too big, or if we need to throw some stuff under our opponent's deck. This might actually end up changing towards another Milo or something else. And Milo is kind of my interesting take on the deck, where you could discard 2 cards from your hand and draw 2 cards for each card you discarded in this way. So we could search out Mad Party Pokemon, discard them, and we could draw some cards for it. I know some lists play Hapu, some lists play Roxy. Milo, to me, is just, it's better for right now. I like that it's kind of an in-betweener. I don't have to discard specific Pokemon, so I like the Milo. And we got Research to draw some cards, and we got Air Balloon. So overall, pretty consistent list, and the goal is just to kind of 2-shot some Pokemon, or 1-shot wherever necessary with the Mad Party attack. So the list is in the description for those of you who are wondering how to copy and paste into PTCGO. It's all over there. Be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel for more great content, and let's jump into some games to show you what this deck can really do. Let's head over there. Okay, so our opponent's calling the coin flip. We lost the flip, but that's okay. I think it's slightly better for us to go first, because we could evolve Sinistea into Polteageist, but it's one of those things where we gotta see exactly what's going on. Might be better for us to go second in some cases, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know what our opponent's playing, maybe Eternatus? Yeah. So one thing we gotta watch out is our Pokemon have 30 HP. They can attack us with Power Accelerator. I wouldn't even be surprised if our opponent could just go Zigzagoon, Zigzagoon, Zigzagoon in order to win the game. So there's 10. And these are why these Pokemon are quite fragile. We do have to keep note of that. Okay, so they're just going for Crobat to try to draw some more cards. Did they get Zigzagoon, Zigzagoon? There's another Eternatus. I mean, depending on what they had in there. Oh, they played Turbo Patch as well. Yikes! Okay, so we did get some cards here. let's go ahead and go Evolution Incense so we can draw some, to start discarding some of our cards. We have, just doing a quick count, we have one of those in our hand. 4, 7, 11, 15 of our Mad Party Pokemon. So we could just go eat this here. Searching our deck for... I can grab another Sinistea here, actually. So far we're doing pretty okay getting out our Mad Party Pokemon. Just gonna grab a Dedenne. So we got a pretty solid base. It's always good to remember like what you have. So far we have 2. We're adding a 3rd into our discard pile. It's one of those things. I'd rather wait for our opponent to play down a supporter. I don't know entirely what's in their hands. Maybe their hand is a little bit dead off that Crobat's. Yeah, let's just go pass here. I don't think there's any reason to use Duskull. I mean, we could go Duskull into a Rose Tower, but I'd rather wait to see what we could discard. So we'll see our opponent's able to react. I mean, Power Accelerator is their best attack. They start evolving to an Eternatus VMAX. That's where it's a big mistake on their behalf. Because they don't actually need the Pokemon to get the knockouts. Like, Bunnelby has 40 HP, so it's Power Accelerator plus 10 damage. That's just adding 3 prize card Pokemon potentially to us. So we'll see. I mean, I guess we'll get off a big attack with Bunnelby. I wouldn't even mind trying to shoot for the Oko here. So I'm actually going to discard with Spirit-Born Evolution these 3. So right now we have 3, 4, 5 in our discard pile. We need to get another 6 if that's possible. I'm gonna go Evolution Incense. Might as well just grab another Polteageist. Great Ball there, see what's up. There's a Dedenne. We'll evolve there first and see what we could discard. I'd rather discard the Dedenne first. I mean, we're getting close to it. Currently we have 3, 4, 5, 6. We can get to 9 in our discard pile this turn so far. I think it's 8. So let's go Quick Ball, discarding this away. We're just gonna grab a Dedenne-GX. So 3, 4, 5, 8. We could get a little bit more. I am going to go ahead and Quick Ball away a Crobat. I don't think we're necessarily going to use the Crobat to its full potential. And I'm just going to grab a Bunnelby here. I'm assuming our opponent's going to take a knockout next turn, so I just want to have a Bunnelby to send up. Because Bunnelby is actually harder for our opponent to knock out than Polteageist because it is weak to Dark type. So we're going to go Mad Party here. A little bit short. 3 more would have got there for us. But it's one of those things. We'll see. We're still on pace to do well against our opponents. Maybe they'll evolve into an Eternatus VMAX in the active spot for us. That'd be really nice of them. But we'll start taking one-shots soon. So that's one thing that we gotta kind of look out there. See, yeah, I don't know why our opponent decided to go with the Eternatus VMAX. I'm still even fine with the Rose Tower being there. Because now we just have to knock out 2 Eternatus VMAX. I don't know, they should probably start focusing on the Sinistea. Yeah, they're going to start doing that. And it should be noted too as well, with each knockout that our opponent takes, we're also adding another Mad Party Pokemon into our discard pile. So, I mean, I think we win the game in 3 turns. Hopefully our opponents can't keep up to that pace. Okay, so they win the game in 3 turns from now. So if we don't win the game in 3 turns, we will lose. And that is if we can find energies in other attackers. So there's Dedenne. Let's discard these 2. I think that seems fair. We'll discard those 2, giving ourselves more options to draw cards. Okay. So we did get an energy, which is very good for us. 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. So we're swinging for 200 now. I don't think there's any point of us using like Duskull to discard cards from our hands. I'd rather just keep our options the way they are. And let's just go Mad Party, putting ourselves down to 3 prize cards. So catching up to our opponents. Now, our opponent could win this game quicker than us. They'd have to knock out our Dedenne-GX on the bench, which would put us basically in a very tough position. But the Piers so far is helping us. They're probably going to grab an Energy and a Crobat. Yeah. So next turn using Marnie, the card that I've been unsure about in the deck might be very helpful. We'll see how that goes. I might as well send up this because we have double Air Balloon. I know this should probably... I'm actually just going to pitch this away. Okay, so that guarantees that. How many triple XLs do we have in our discard pile? It's actually better to attack with the Bunnelby first. We're gonna go Air Balloon there, Air Balloon there, and we're gonna go ahead here and Marnie. It's gonna give our opponent less cards in their hand. I'm not necessarily worried about us so much. I think we'll be able to get what we want going forward. I don't want to give our opponent a Rose Tower to give them any more outs. So I'm just gonna retreat. And if our opponent has boss, they win the game. If not, we win the game. But a little bit of a weak setup on our behalf. Oh, there's Black Market Prism Star. Yikes. I mean, I guess we also have Rose Tower in our hands, so it's a good thing we did not play down Rose Tower. Okay, so they can't win the game this turn as far as I'm concerned. And I'm pretty sure we also have access. We should be able to draw through every single card in our deck. I think we win the game at this point because we have access to the Dedenne-GX in our deck. So if I use Key Break to draw, I'll play it out. We'll see. So you see that we have 8 cards left in our deck, which means that we don't necessarily have everything that we need in our deck. So we can't guarantee the Dedenne off of the Great Ball if it's the bottom card. So here, in order to guarantee it, we're going to go Polteageist. Well, I mean, I guess we don't need boss orders. We just need Rose. So we do win the game no matter what. I was saying if they were to retreat, I guess is the best way to put it. So we can go Great Ball, we can guarantee the Dedenne-GX. As you see, we have the boss orders as well. Let's just go Dedenne-GX. That's going to give us Rose Tower and the energy. So Mad Party, winning the game, 280 damage for the last attack, absolute bonkers. And our opponent has to discard their bench from Eternatus, but we still win the game, drawing 3 prize cards. Okay, so we get the pleasure of calling the coin flip, and we won the coin flip. Now, it's tough because, do I want to go first or second? I thought about this in the last game, and I'm like, I think it might be better for us to go second. Would you like to go first? I'm going to just say no. We want to play supporters. We don't want to let our opponent attack on the first turn. I mean, this might be a hand that we'd want to actually go... I don't see any way that we get out of this hand. You want to... I'm going to send up Dedenne, as weird as that might sound. That's going to be our fodder to our opponent. We're offering the Dedenne. I'm sorry, Dedenne, you're just sitting there eating a mushroom in a field of mushrooms, and we're offering you up as a sacrifice. So we gonna pass on this opportunity. Oh, and our opponent's playing Salamence. There's actually, the swoop across is terrifying, because they can knock out our Sinistea and put a lot of Pokemon in direct range. We need to find Mew ASAP. So this is almost a mistake of... actually, if we went first, they could just go... maybe Welder. Torkoal V. We'll see how good our opponent's everything is. I'm going to put down this one Sinistea. I'm just going to put that down like that. I mean, if our opponent gets us, they get us. There's a lot of ways that we could actually just not do well in this game. So our hands is quite sad. Losing to a Salamence here would be detrimental. The Salamence VMAX can also just snipe 2 things for 40 damage, I'm pretty sure. So I'm really hoping our opponent goes, like, dead pass here. The Great Catcher's obviously not going to do anything for them. Maybe they're going to Welder onto their bench. Oh, okay. Feel so much better about this. Let's go, let's thin out our deck a little bit. We're just going to grab another Polteageist here, and we're going to grab another Galarian Mr. Rime. I can't believe we got past that. Like, we might not get past it. It's still, we're still not in the clear. But I feel a little bit better about it. Let's go T-Break. Huzzah. Quick Ball's certainly helpful. We're just going to go T-Break. I don't know if I want to go for Dedenne, if I want to go for Mew. I know we're at least getting an attack off this turn. Since our opponent has a dead hand, I'm just going to use Quick Ball first, just so that we do not prize everything. See, we already had 1 of each prized. Could you imagine if we had all 4 prized? 2-2. I'm going to grab a Crobat here, and I'm going to go Wazza. Bring up that because it has 4 retreat costs. Our opponent doesn't necessarily have much going on. I can't get Mew down this turn. That's okay. We got past our Sinesteas because the biggest thing is could have they spread across 30 to knock out our Sinesteas. I will discard their Giant Hurt though because I don't want them to have access to energies. If we had 1 more bench space, like let's say if we didn't try to sacrifice this Dedenne, we'd be vibing different. Yeah, let's go Mad Party here. So not a lot of damage, 60, but I mean, we did get an attack off into there. That means that we only need to do 160 next turn. So just getting another 5 Mad Party Pokemon in the discard pile. We'll see what our opponent does here. They're probably just going to go spreading across. I'm okay with that. Okay, so in order for us to do anything, I'm going to start off by going Research, so that's going to get us 2 more in our discard pile. T-break. Oh no, no, no. Our opponent's gonna take 1, 2, 3. I think we have to go for this to try to go for the knockout. I don't think we're getting a knockout either. That Mew in our hand is just sitting there acting like nothing. So we're a little short, I think, here. Let's see, 3 Pokemon shorts. Our opponent's probably like, how does that math work again? Drawing 4 prize cards in 1 turn is wildin'. Oh, this has 70 HP. Okay, it's only 3 prize cards. I'm feeling a little bit better about it. But they did certainly take out some good ones. So let's go Bunnelby. I think we've actually lost all 4 of our Polteageists. Let's put this down. Go Evolution Incense, just put this at the bottom of the deck with Marnie. I really need to find a way to attack here. So far, no dice. Let's go Evolution Incense, grabbing Galarian Mr. Rime. Just quick ball that away. We did not find a way to survive this attack. Okay. Let's send up this. Give our opponent the sad face. And we're going to pass there. So, I mean, not necessarily the game that we'd ever want to be playing. Our opponent might be like, wow, we could just attack. I mean, they're doing 10 damage. I'm fine with them getting a prize card. The biggest thing that we need to worry about them is just getting a boss on like a Crobat at this point. But we'll see how their deck goes. So, spread can work against a Dedenne even when you, or against Mad Party, I should say, even when you play Mew in your deck. Because sometimes it's impossible to find Mew. Might have been a staple just to find Mew earlier on. Instead of getting set up, but you never know. We had a lot of lost opportunities. Okay. We're just gonna go Marnie there. And this is our... If our opponent's able to evolve or something like that, we probably just lose. But there's 260. There's a Bunnelby. And a Crobat. So we'll see what our opponent does. If they attack with Heavily Storm, if they get out something else, we just lose the game. Don't know entirely what's going on in this deck, to be honest. Maybe they don't play VMAX. Maybe they don't play Welder. Maybe it's a deck wizard deck that just somehow... They haven't played a lot of stuff. A lot of great cards. Just a really weird combination of it so far. But maybe there's something I'm not seeing. I mean, it's all kind of binded together by being fire type, fire energies kind of vibe. That doesn't change anything. I'm actually fine with that because that doesn't change anything. What's our opponent to do here? Are they going to hit us for 30 damage? If we can get past this attack, we have a pretty good chance at winning the game, I'd say. We have like a 50-50 chance of just drawing into what we need. And that's a twin energy out of our prize card. So we can go Mad Party here. That's a knockouts. Twin energy? Twin energy? No! So we actually have no usable energies after this one. We have... So if our opponent's able to... If they go for the attack, we just lose the game. Maybe they're going to try to build up something else because they're worried about us just knocking them out the next turn. Because they need to worry about that knowledge. But based off the fact that they have Sent a Scorch in the active spots, makes me think that they're going to go for it. We literally just need our opponent not to attack here. Oh? I think that also loses us the game. Unfortunately, we have no way to retreat that out of the active spots because we have the energy on the Air Balloon Pokemon. Let's double check here. Yeah. We're just going to give our opponent the well played and we're going to concede to them. They got us. Our last prize cards were the energy. So as you can see, the Mad Party Pokemon definitely know how to party. There are some issues with decks such as this, such as limited energy requirements. We're only able to use Twin Energy and Triple Acceleration, and then Pokemon like Dedenne can't actually attack. So had we maybe found Mew in our last game, or had other things happened, it all could have been a little bit different. But that's to say, the games did happen the way they did happen. It is to be noted for a deck like this that it does only play 6 energies, which can lead to some awkward situations. Along with, like, Pokemon, like the Mad Party Pokemon, are sometimes difficult to discard. The Milo wasn't anything extremely great. It worked out to a certain degree. So maybe experiment with other slots of that card. Marnie, I had no problems with, but it also could have been another card. I wouldn't have mind to see another Boss Orders, but we do play a copy of Great Catcher as well. So I mean, overall, I think this deck's great. I know there's a few other variants of this deck. I've seen some with like Dugong and other cards like that. So maybe give it a try. Like I said, the list is in the description along with links to some of the sponsors for myself, the channel, and other things as well. You can get some cool discounts out there. So be sure to check that out. Subscribe to the channel for more great content, and we'll see you real soon with another great PTCGO video. Thanks so much for watching and have yourself a great day. Peace out. Use code TheLoneBlown to save when you're registering for Hyperlux events. It will save you on your registration, and there's some large prizes. Be sure to check it out. Really hope that you enjoyed watching that video. I totally enjoyed making it. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like the video, share the video with everyone that you know, and subscribe to the channel as well. Totally appreciate all the support. We got a lot of cool things happening on the channel, so stay tuned for more. Be sure to check out the social links in the description. Thanks and have yourself a great one.